Pretty gritty and edgy at first half we've seen at Tynecastle, that's for sure. Neil, what would you make of the first half?
It was a typical frantic start to a derby. And Hibs definitely had the better exchanges early on and played a nicer football, but the game just turned on its head, and it was almost by accident, Ali, by the substitution of David Kucharski going off. Suso came on, and it just changed Hearts' whole shape. And for the first time in the match, they found themselves getting a little bit of width. Larry Kingston moved into a central position, which is where he wants to play, and Hearts get the first goal from it. You see here, it's a good ball from Jason Thompson down the line. Suso just nutmegs Stevenson in a wide area and gets a cross in. Stacking goals. Andy said it in commentary. I think he's just trying to stop this from going in the near side of his post, but I think the cross it hasn't got enough pace on it in order to cause too much trouble. I think he can go beyond the post and catch that. But Andy Driver is an acres of space, and let's not take anything away from how difficult that is. That's a volley. He's actually going beyond the ball, and he has to really concentrate on keeping that down. Finds the back of the net, but he does what all good wingers should do. When the ball's on the opposite side, he should be tucked over. But John Hughes will be asking, where is Witherspoon? He should also be tucking in and not giving Andrew Driver enough space. But they go a goal up, and from then on, Hibs just seemed rattled. They go on very early on and get a second. And from there, you think in total control of the first half.
Gary Glenn put them 2-0 up. He was waiting right in front of Stack there. Yeah,
well, Gary Glenn, you work in set pieces and you're given a job to do. And sometimes as a player, when your job is to stand in front of the goalkeeper and stop him from coming and taking crosses, you almost start to wonder. He didn't. He stayed there and he got his rewards. Now, whether John Robertson, who's been in this week, has been training with him and working on that with Gary, we don't know, but it certainly paid off. He done his job, he stayed there, and he gets a lovely little flick, puts his side 2-0 ahead. And Hibs now have got a massive task to get themselves straight back into this match.
After these two goals, Graham Stack had a bit of an error. We'll have a look at that now. He just looked at 6s and 7s, didn't he?
He did. He comes out there, and if you're coming out, you better be sure. It does take a little hop off the surface, and a better ball in, Hearts might have capitalised on it and gone 3 up. But as I said, once the first goal went in, Hibs just seemed to be rattled. They were edgy. You know, at the early exchanges of the match, they were passing it around with confidence. That just seemed to go as soon as Hearts took the lead. And again, an enforced change by Hearts. I think in the change, the substitutions, the personnel within the team, it definitely gave them the impetus to go on, get that first goal, get the second, and they're right in the driving seat to get 3 points just now.
You certainly are indeed. So that enforced change, changing things around at Tynecastle. Second half is coming up, but it goes in. Jim Jeffries, the happier of the two managers. You just wonder what is going to be said at half-time. Can Hibs pull it back in the second half? Get yourself along, Tiggy, if you can. But this afternoon we're at Tynecastle and Hearts go in 2-0 up. The last time Jim Jeffries was involved in an Edinburgh derby was 10 years ago, and it was off the back of a 6-2 defeat at Easter Road. Well, how is all that going to change? Let's cross straight over to your comments.